Greetings. Okay, so far nothing with the channel. I keep doing an update on it. Happened on the 24th, and yeah, it's I peeled it 3 times now. Talked to the person on Twitter, and no help. So I don't know. It's not looking so good. So you never know. I guess I just gotta keep trying. Who knows? Don't give up on it. And yeah, who knows? I mean, sometimes it's just better just to keep moving forward, but you never know. Maybe I get part of it back, possibly. Who knows? Or none of it. Who knows? Not that it was helping me to begin with. They've been shadow banning me, so so I saw this online. The council. I'm not going to go into details of where I found it. The council, the races are helping us go to the new Earth. Like, okay, whatever. It's more. I think it's more savior energy there. Of course, there's always assistance, but it's still up to the individual to ascend or to advance yourself individually. But I don't know. So much of this religious stuff is connected to spirituality. It's kind of sad. It is growth. Yeah, it's like they feel like there's some kind of seer into. I mean, they've been doing this for a long time, but whatever. Just keep moving forward, as difficult as it might be. You have no other choice. Also, Stargate energy timeline. I felt some of that coming through. As for to go back to the council energy, yeah, there's a lot of people that want to be saved. So yeah, even in the spiritual groups, I think they're advancing more. It's like you kind of wonder about that. Yeah, I'm not sure how far there is. Still a lot of growing up to do, apparently. So the alien and was it this whole? Isn't it what next year we're supposed to get our superpowers when it doesn't happen, the solar flare and all that? Yeah, nice. Well, so this is definitely a timeline shift this year, that's for sure. At least I'm going through it, as you can see. It's not revealing itself its full level as of yet. Also, the Stargate. Yeah, once you get the Stargate frequencies, that has to do with additional timelines. What's current? Of course, the U.S. is kind of slowing down, and it's going to slow down and then just stay there for a long time. So yeah, things are retracting because it's just the economy has been inflated for such a long time. I think maybe housing prices might go down in some areas too, possibly. But we have maybe 6 months from that. It's not. I don't know. It's because no one's buying. Of course, people are buying. Corporations are buying, but when the buying stops, whenever that'll be, or maybe it'll never stop. But I feel like it'll start to slow down at some point. Who knows? Yeah. So Stargate frequencies. I mean, those are always active, but just picked up on its energy field. See what comes through of that. It's probably just more like astral knowledge. Spiritual knowledge about ourselves, but also like opening up your own timelines within yourself, because technically we can access Stargate frequencies on our own. But just keep moving forward. It's not exciting, but it's not exciting as a bunch of aliens showing up and saving everybody. Yeah, I can imagine what that's going to look like. Time to coin price sessions. Scheduler. Yeah, the store, I think is fixed. Yeah. That's a lot better than it was. Someone. So, okay. All right. Okay, we're going to the council energies and move on I'm not sure I'm going to the council energies, at least on that whole. Um, we'll just connect on a neutral level. How about that? Just some of the alien frequencies that are here and Stargate energies within our own timelines. So, also the council just get kind of an understanding of our political situation, economic, weather, and so on. Like kind of like a timeline read at the same time. So just put the intentions for that. So, all right, blessings. Greece, you the Palladians, blessings. I realize this message is of that was come from a second party, third party, or however. It's not from us. Uh, there a message like that, I mean, there's always going to be assistance. You're going to advancing yourself, but not everyone's advancing themselves or ever ready for it for that matter. They can hear about it and they might feel a portion of it, but it depends on what type of energy clearing you're doing. Like, well, not in letting the past hold on to you and just realize also growing up in a difficult childhood or being around difficult people. Of course, you can see that's everywhere, but helps you also in your ascension process. Also, is clearing out karma. So especially like in a family environment, you grow up with difficult parents that are just like totally against you. There's sabotage also. You'd be surprised how much you're doing a clearing there, and you're also learning from them too, especially from the demonic realms. We're learning how the demonic realms operate, their mindset. Yeah, nothing better than having it for a parent or a grandparent, whoever it might be. And you'd be surprised how many souls here get attached by demonic energies because they want to fit in. Not that they're souling themselves out, but they want to be part of society and manifest. And it doesn't mean they're manifesting as of a lighter frequency. So this is why a lot of people are poor because they're not going to sell themselves out, which is good. Yes, they might go through some difficulties, but they can't manifest in their energy field. But sometimes simple is better. Of course, obviously telling people that's a whole other story. As your political energies, yeah, that's weaponized against society. Of course, there's also soul growth in your worldwide, especially in the U.S. But the U.S. is actually clearing out corruption. Of course, you might not be clearing out as much as legacy, but there is corruption being cleared out. Sometimes you have to have it appear to you first before it destroys itself. You're going to have some time. It's not going to be going anytime soon. As for civil war frequencies, we're not really seeing that, but we are seeing the propaganda towards it. I mean, there will be, possible political situations during your election, especially around your November, no doubt. There's also trickster frequencies there. Some people are manifesting things they should not be manifesting, and you probably will never hear the end of it for the next 4 or 5 years, the way things are going at this point. Yeah, like the United States is not. It's slowing down. It's not dying. It's just you can say it's kind of finding where it needs to be instead of being the policeman of the planet, which is not doing a very good job anyway of it. Trust us, we see it. But as for of course, his government's connected to the alien races and all that, but we can't go into details of that. But weather energies, of course. Yeah, it's not. It's There are going to be some strange, as there always is, strange anomalies. Can't go into all the details. I mean, we have difficulties accessing exactly what's going to occur here. But also, the weather has a lot to do with just the emotions of society, and just has a lot to do with just So trying to predict that is not as easy as it sounds. Well, people put they think the secret government is doing everything. And yes, there's a portion of that, but mostly it's just human consciousness is going through what it needs to go through. It rains because it's doing a clearing. Sometimes they don't need the rain to give you guys a break. So there's a lot of humanity is more in charge of this world than you might think. You're not just helpless. The alien is going to come and just save you from a volcano. Is that sometimes you need a volcano to erupt. You need certain situations to occur. So And like for winter times, like when there's a winter energy that's taking down all the planes all of a sudden, yeah, there's a manipulation there, but also it all has a purpose to it. I mean, yes, it might be manipulation going on, but you're still signed. Those are in those areas still signed up for it. So you knew it was coming, and you'd be surprised how many self-reflection energies going on currently. Society can go too fast and not figure itself out. Which is mind. Of course, the mind goes fast, and the body's obviously going very slow. It's only so fast you can go. But then again, your mind and body will catch up to each other eventually. Usually, it's part of a mental slowdown normally, depending on what's going on in your life. But as for the alien frequencies that are assisting you, it's really up to you in the long run. We do assist, but it's all in your intentions of where you're heading. If you have good intentions, yes, things might be slow, but you just kind of sit in the passenger seat of your reality and just, continue to, as they call it, dig into your reality to open up new, realities for yourself. Not everybody's here similar to yourself, so that's what makes it difficult to see your own progress while others are going all different directions, and it's just difficult to see your own progress. That's what you might notice because you're sometimes picking up the energy of other people going through chaos and that's your energy. It really isn't. It's very complicated there. As for the alien frequencies that are assisting, we do assist a lot of the political energies, and I thought that we want to be around that energy field, but it's just part of there's a lot of manipulative energy, especially in the science, false science that's being, of course, you have false archaeology, but false science about human wellness is so backward. Like, you have the fast food energies, but, the fast food frequency, a lot of that's for exit point purposes also. And sometimes it's memory of childhood, sometimes just like you need something different or some, but eventually this chemical warfare will be done in your plant. Not yet. No, because it is used as an exit point. That's why you have cars where they're not exactly safe, and so your electric cars aren't safe either. So, and actually electric cars with the environment, yeah, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Well, because there's other technologies you can use that are better for your society, but is society ready for a better world? No. Some are, most aren't. So you can just take what you have now and just make it better that way. Is that, like having water, powered cars. I mean, yes, that technology was society is kind of asking for, but it still has a lot to learn here. So some might have difficulties accepting that, but it's just the way it is. You can still make use of what you have currently. If you're looking for a like positive utopia, how many here would be able to handle it? Because so many here are so programmed by drama. You'll go right back to it. You'll find it boring if everything's all doing well, and just go back to the drama of their lives because that's where all the soul growth is releasing and things of that kind, and the chaos of one's mind. So it's just that's what this world offers, and so many. It's like you have like healthy food, and then you have sugar. Many go for the sugar, and that's the drama and self-destruction, sabotage, and so on. So majority usually go for that in some form or another. Not everybody, but there's obviously there's still growth there on vices, but still, many are not looking for the better life, as you can see. They might say it, but do they really mean it? Some do, most don't, because they're not ready for it. They can't handle it. Blessings. Grace you. This is the Stargate frequencies of your Earth consciousness. Around your Iraq, your Arab world, is a great deal. This is a place where it's probably like the founding of your modern world, so it's easy to come in and out of there. Not to say people are seeing alien frequencies, but it's just a place where no one's looking. It isn't not exactly the safest place either. So that's kind of the advantage of having alien frequencies around. Just like it's just there's a lot of yes work within the Earth. Of course, humanity is involved with that. As for the timeline within yourselves, well, you're connected to other versions of Earth and bringing in, some of you are connected to more advanced versions of Earth. Of course, you have some idea of that. Bringing those timelines in. Yes, there might be some reject. Well, the world has like it kind of like a relationship. It pushes and it pulls. It pushes it away and pulls it in. It's like, oh, this looks nice. Oh, I'm not sure about that. It's like if you're trying to bring in a new timeline, new reality for society in general, you can say you can find like a pocket or a like a you know either way you're if it's yeah it's as you see the world is today. Like if you come in like a new medical way of doing things, like you already have your Reiki and things like that. Yeah, there's a place for that. Of course, that was been done in ancient times. That's why that has a place currently. But if you're trying to like really like cure certain diseases, not as easy as it sounds, does it? I mean, it sounds. I mean, it can be done, but obviously there's a walled garden there. That will happen, but yeah. Once again, not easily. But you're bringing this knowledge into human consciousness slowly, introducing it here. Your multidimensional reality. It's already doing that already, but it's going to get more advanced. And some of you feel even more alien in the times, even in your current time. Well, basically, you're accessing more of yourself, your source self. And so, some of you, like I said, some of you already feel it, but is society fully picking up on it? Not yet, but you are preparing slowly for it to be introduced into your reality at some point or another in your lifetime. It might not be too significant, but either way, you feel like you finally got it here. It's kind of like bringing color to black and white television. Society is very black and white. It's maybe even less than or more gray than black and white. It's not always black and white, as you can see. It usually creates colors and realities don't even exist. A good portion of society does, especially with the religions. And the religions are made, yes, with magic. There's archon energy. It's just this, and some of you are here to burst those bubbles. That's another reason why you feel so slow here or miserable or whatever it might be, because you are, bringing, I mean, there is a reality here. It's just basically the more in touch you are with reality, the more you can bring in more of your higher dimensional knowledge. And it's like you're just like real with yourself, you can say. Instead of you're off in cloud nine somewhere, because how can you handle the Earth's frequency? How can you handle difficult situations if your mind is somewhere else? There's nothing wrong with having your mind, fantasy or escape. That's one thing, but you still open up your mind and you say, okay, this is the world currently. But you'd be surprised how many are just not tapping into this reality at all. They are somewhere else mentally. And so that's another reason why you're having difficulty bringing in these new timelines, because a lot of people don't either believe it or just it's like it's not the reality that they created for themselves. So you have this alien reality, this multi-dimensional reality, you have your elves, your witches and all of that, and you realize that's part of a pocket society, it's part of a niche society. It does go into some of your Hollywood energy system. Of course, that's where all the witches and all of that are. Yeah, there's black magic all through it, of course, because they want to own human consciousness. They're programming it, but it's also you are breaking free of it too. So even with all the internet, like it or not, the more the individual is coming through, and yes, it's still a rocky road. But still, the individual is able to, the individual is a celebrity. Your everyday person is a celebrity. Now, at some level, it doesn't, obviously, that's not for everybody, but some need it. Or, just have more of your YouTuber energies, your TikToks, whatever it is. And that is basically kind of like you're taking your power back instead of from a manufacturer's site. It's not perfect, of course, but it's showing that you're getting more and more into your own, like you're bringing more of yourselves through. Let's put it that way. But as for the alien multi-dimensional frequencies, as you know, that's there's a place for it. But even those that are open to it still manipulate it, or they're not ready for it. So just just because you're in the metaphysical realm doesn't mean you're not dealing with metaphysical trickster beings. As some of you realize, there's a lot of that. So, well, that's another form of the test, which may feel like it's going to be fine with spiritualities. I think again, it's actually heavier in the manipulations because you're getting closer more to the astral realms. And how many people are ready to access the astral realms? Many of you, most aren't. They say they are, but not really. So it's like, so just they're those that aren't ready, yes, find a little pocket and just sit there and just think they're ready, but let them believe whatever they want. So blessings.